Sleeping with over 1,000 men in 24 hours, a feat once thought to be impossible by anybody who wasn't your mom, has now become a reality on the internet. Adult film star slash OnlyFans model Lily Phelps went viral late last year after making an announcement on her Twitter account that she would be taking applications for anybody who wanted to participate in her record-breaking attempt to try to sleep with 1,000 men in a single day. According to KnowYourMeme.com, Lily Phelps made this announcement soon after filming a scene where she slept with over 100 men in 24 hours and was now aiming to break what would ultimately be the world record for the most men slept with in the stickiest situation possible. I remember reading this news and thinking, you go girl, I'm a fan of anybody taking their version of content creation, whether it be speedrunning, YouTubing, podcasting, or OnlyFansing, to a point where it starts to break the preconceived notions of the niche that you're in and just turns into mainstream news. I mean, you gotta be at least a little bit business-minded, probably a little bit brain-dead, but hey, you go girl. Just a few weeks later, earlier this month, I saw a post announcing that a British OnlyFans model had gone ahead and broken the record, sleeping with over 1,000 men in a matter of only 12 hours, and I thought, damn, Lily Phelps, you really wasted no time. You did it. You broke the record. Except the headline didn't say Lily Phelps. It said Bonnie Blue, which means there is a second OnlyFans model who beat the first OnlyFans model's plan to sleep with 1,000 men by sleeping with 1,000 men herself. That's crazy! Obviously, there's a bunch of hilarious little details that we will get into in this video, but before that, please take a moment to enjoy this little skit that I made from our video sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Order in the court, order in the court. We now move to our next case. We have the People versus YouTuber SumitoMedia. Mr. Sumito, you are being charged with 700 counts of viewing TikToks on an illegal platform in the United States, alongside 300 counts of illegal memes, as well as 250 counts of posting cringe. How do you plead? Yeah, Your Honor, I plead, who cares? Like, seriously? Since when is it illegal to just be a chill guy? As you know, Mr. Sumito, TikTok was deemed illegal for all of 14 hours here in the US, so you do have to answer for that. Honestly, I'm surprised you're even in this courtroom. Most people just use Surfshark VPN, and then we don't know what they're even looking at. You do know it anonymizes your online browsing behaviors, right? Objection, Your Honor. My client was clearly just waiting to get 4 months for free by using a discount link provided by his favorite YouTuber. Surely it's beyond the scope of this court to hold him in contempt for simply waiting for a good value. I don't know, dude. These search results from your defendant are pretty spicy. I mean, we've got 200 searches for Judy Hopps, the rabbit from Zootopia? That was for a video! Your Honor, if I may, people of the jury, we all know how great Surfshark VPN is. With a single click of a button, you could be connected to one of 3,000 separate servers across the world, all of which work together to anonymize your online search history from falling into the hands of somebody else who may want to look at it. You Googled how to boil an egg? Do you not know how to boil an egg? Whether TikTok is banned in your country, or Netflix only has the season of anime you want to watch if you're in Canada, or if you just want to connect to your local coffee shop so you can drink your coffee without worrying about somebody stealing your cookies, Surfshark has your back. Kat Dennings cup size? Seriously, dude? Do we seriously gotta read out every one of my search histories? The only crime my client is guilty of is not downloading Surfshark VPN sooner. With the link in the description to get himself 4 additional months for free, he'd be able to use additional features like Surfshark Antivirus to protect his computer from malware, or Surfshark Search, a completely cookie-free anonymous browser that would let him use the internet without giving the judge any more hilarious examples to say out loud. There is a lot of Vaporeon stuff in here. I plead you people of the jury, download Surfshark VPN now, where you'll not only get 4 additional months for free, but you can download it onto an unlimited number of devices, and with a 30-day money-back guarantee, it's practically a crime to not at least give it a try. You know what? I've heard enough. The jury hereby finds the defendant guilty of posting cringe, and I sentence you to 4 additional months with your subscription to Surfshark VPN. Court is now dismissed. Bring in the dancing lobsters. So Lily Phelps announcing that she would be sleeping with 1,000 guys in 24 hours obviously became relatively big news on the internet. A lot of meme fuel. Everybody was considering whether or not this was even humanly possible. Arguably, is it even theoretically possible? I mean, according to my calculator app, 1,000 hours divided by 24 guys, flip that and reverse it, means 41 guys an hour, which if we divide by a further 60 minutes means 0.69 guys per minute? Is that right? Obviously, averaging the better part of only 90 seconds per dude to get through 1,000 dudes in an endeavor like this means it's probably not the most romantic encounter. They're probably not going through the entire gamut of A to Z of what it typically takes to sleep with somebody. I can't imagine in 90 seconds Lily Phelps was going to find the ability to take every one of these guys out to a nice dinner or a movie, talk about what their parents aspire for them to be when they get older, and then hop into bed. I imagine this is more like an assembly conveyor belt. It's like meeting your favorite YouTuber at a meet and greet. There's no big chats, you just hop into line and you get 30 seconds to take your picture with Pyrocynical and then go do something else. Which, to be fair, when you're aiming for a number as high as 1,000, that's probably the only conceivable way to make it happen. I worry that just saying 1,000 guys over and over again is going to start to lose its meaning, especially when you don't really consider exactly where the bar is for this sort of thing. So let me give you a quick crash course. In 1995, there was a movie titled World's Biggest Gangbang starring stage name Annabelle Chong, a 22-year-old who at the time started the trend of large number of sexual acts in a produced film with a reported over 251 sexual acts in a professional setting, which was, back in 1995, a relatively big deal. Fast forward another 9 years and we get to 2004. We're at an adult film convention in Warsaw, Poland. We have adult film star Lisa Sparks, who reportedly, according to the World Championship Gangbang Association or whomever, reported having sexual encounters with 919 men in just over 22 hours, meaning pretty close to about 1,000 guys in less to a day, although afterwards, evidently, Sparks later reported that the act actually involved only about 150 participants over 7.5 hours. So I don't know if that means repeat encounters with only about 150 guys, but it wasn't anything too different to what happened back in 1995. Fast forward to 2024, and we now have adult film star Lily Phillips, who I've been calling Lily Phelps for the first half of this video. I'm sorry I got her name wrong. Lily Phillips, who would come out and sleep with 100 guys in 24 hours, which isn't all that crazy compared to the first two things we talked about, but because those happened more than 6 months ago, everybody has forgotten about it. And also, now that we're in the age of OnlyFans, these numbers are actually much easier to achieve. Back when the only way to film an adult movie was to have approved actors who had to be in testing pools and go through God knows how many hurdles just to be okay with being on camera doing this sort of thing, trying to get together 100 guys for the same scene was probably a logistical nightmare. Whereas at this point, if you wanted to try and make that number go higher, it's as simple as posting the fact that you want to accomplish it on Twitter, and boom, you're basically done. Obviously, it's not quite that simple, and there are other hurdles that people would bump into when trying to break this record. Lily Phillips herself, for instance, claimed that she had to flee Dubai after filming an adult film that she had on a beach. I would argue that maybe in one of the most Muslim-ran countries possible, you probably don't want to try to get away with something this, I don't know, publicly exhibitionist, but power to you. According to Vice News, there was a separate OnlyFans model that was arrested in Turkey after making an announcement that she wanted to try to beat Lily Phillips' record by sleeping with 100 men by herself. So, listen, the machine is working against you if you're gonna try to sleep with 1,000 guys. Why does the government matter how many guys I want to sleep with? They don't say anything about me watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and that's basically the same thing. So Lily Phelps goes ahead and successfully sleeps with 100 guys in 24 hours, releasing a bit of a documentary onto YouTube that has like 9 million views at this point, talking about, you know, how she felt and how she went about doing everything, before subsequently very quickly announcing that she now had plans to up the ante and try and sleep with 1,000 guys in that same 24 hours. And this was met with a lot of pushback on the internet. Mostly people making memes about exactly what it must feel like to be the 1,000th guy in a 1,000 guy gangbang. That is just crazy to think about. In fact, people actually went onto Polymarket and started a betting campaign. People were gambling as to how many people they think Lily Phillips would be able to get through before ultimately quitting, with a solid 38% of people thinking she would make it to 1,000 guys or more. Damn, they got a lot of faith in this girl. All of this planning around Lily Phillips upping the ante to 1,000 guys in one day was basically made in an announcement in late November-ish December of last year, and was ultimately supposed to take place in January of 2025. And given that we're at the end of January 2025, that means she might currently be on like guy 900 or something by now. That is, if she even wants to continue and do this endeavor, because as I stated at the beginning of this video, fellow British OnlyFans model Bonnie Blue made an announcement in the middle of January just a week ago that she had gone ahead and accomplished exactly that, sleeping with over 1,000 guys in a little under 24 hours, beating Lily Phillips to the punch.
Came down, had a drink. I think my longest break was 3 minutes yesterday. And I took 4 breaks in total. You look sad. No, I'm just reading your comments.
It is at this point that these two stories collide. Obviously, up to this point, it may have felt as if two individual OnlyFans actresses that don't know each other happen to have the same idea around the same time, or maybe even Bonnie Blue realized how much attention Lily Phillips was getting after sleeping with 100 guys and decided she would beat her to the punch of accomplishing her goal of sleeping with 1,000 guys. But it was reported by Daily Mail Online, I say reported, I mean tweeted, so take this with a grain of salt, that Bonnie Blue is actually slamming Lily Phillips, saying that she is the one who is jealous and was actually the one who stole her idea of sleeping with 1,000 guys. The woman who slept with 1,000 guys after the other one made an announcement is claiming the one that made the announcement right after sleeping with 100 guys stole her idea of sleeping with 1,000 guys first, and that's why she doesn't feel bad of sleeping with 1,000 guys before her former friend did. I don't know, like, I haven't done an interview with these guys. I don't know exactly who did what. Just from the outside looking in, I would assume the one who just slept with 100 guys and then comes up with the idea to sleep with 1,000, she probably got that idea from herself. Also, I'm a little bit surprised that Bonnie Blue was able to go ahead and accomplish, like, plan, outsource, get 1,000 guys, and then do this whole act without any promotion, nobody talking about it whatsoever. Everybody was talking about Lily Phillips's endeavor to do 1,000 guys in a day, and then Bonnie Blue does it completely out of the sight of public announcement, and then just goes, hey guys, I did it already? That's kind of interesting. Maybe it's just because it was bigger news over in England where it was going on. Maybe I wasn't in that WhatsApp group chat to let me know when the event was going down. Evidently, somebody's mother was in that WhatsApp group chat, and evidently there is footage of somebody's mom showing up to drag her teenage son out of line to get into this Bonnie Blue 1,000-guy gangbang, threatening to call the police if he didn't leave right that second. Honestly, I cannot blame you.
Go in, put your clothes on and come. Otherwise, I'll get the police to come for you. Put on your clothes now and come out. Come out of here now. Put on your coat and shoes and come. Otherwise, I'll get the police to come for him. You know I don't choose to call police already. Where is he?
He's just getting changed. He's coming out.
That's kind of on him.
I wouldn't have come. Joseph, where's your coat?
It's downstairs.
Joseph. I feel like not enough people talk about this, and I don't necessarily want some teenager getting ridiculed on the internet, but my brother in Christ, when you go back to school and people find out you were in line for this thing, you are going down as the thirstiest motherfucker on the planet. Not only did your mom come to drag you out of the 1,000-guy gangbang, but you left your coat downstairs? Jesus. Bro was not worried about being cold in that moment. He was ready to go. Well, that's all the updates I've got about the 1,000-guy gangbang situation. If you guys have any further developments with more stuff that comes up, please let me know down in the comments. A big thank you to the patron scrolling in the back, and remember to use the link down in the description to get yourself a subscription to Surfshark VPN with an additional 4 months for free. Thank you so much for sponsoring the video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.